Hey guys, Nerfed back with another video. So, have you ever had anything scary on an app or you seen something like that on social media? Well, that's what I'll be going through today. But if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll show you an example right now. Okay, if you don't know what those pictures were, those were called ghost drivers. In 2016, Uber's app in China was plagued by a viral ghost driver scam where fraudsters used terrifying, distorted profile photos to scare passengers into canceling rides. But the thing is that if you canceled that ride, you had to pay a cancellation fee. So those people were still getting the money. But this security crisis unfolded just as Uber agreed to end the costly market war by selling its entire China division to local rival Didi Chuxing. Alright, this next app is called Girls Around Me. In 2012, an incredibly controversial mobile app called Girls Around Me triggered a massive international privacy scandal by weaponizing public location data against unsuspecting users. The application operated by aggressively scraping real-time geolocation data from Foursquare check-ins and cross-referencing that information with public Facebook profiles to generate a live, interactive map displaying the exact physical coordinates of nearby women. Without their knowledge or explicit consent, any stranger using the app could instantly view a target's full name, personal photographs, workplace, and the precise building or venue they were occupying at that exact moment. Following an explosive investigative exposed by tech journalists who branded it as quote-unquote a stalker's paradise, a wave of public outrage forced Foursquare to cut off the app's API access, prompting Apple to permanently banish it from the App Store. This deeply disturbing incident served as a major turning point in tech history, forcing mainstream social media networks and mobile operating systems to completely overhaul their privacy architectures, implement stricter third-party data permissions, and give users much tighter control over their broadcast location data. Now, guys, if you ask me, I think this is creepy, or you could find it disturbing. Some people find it both, but for this app, that's crazy that Foursquare made this app. And the fact that women were getting their information found. Released on the Apple App Store in April 2009 by a developer named Psychosoft, the app presented a simple, crude drawing of a crying infant on the screen. To make the baby stop crying, the user had to violently shake their iPhone. Once the device's internal accelerometer registered enough shaking, two large red X marks would appear over the baby's eyes. The crying sound effect would stop, and the app would register a success. The app directly simulated shaken baby syndrome, a severe, often fatal form of physical child abuse that causes permanent brain damage, blindness, or death in real infants. Organizations like the National Center on Shaken Baby Syndrome, along with countless parents and child advocacy groups, immediately condemned for the app trivializing and making a game out of fatal child abuse. Apple's response was removing the app from the store within 2 days of its release and issued a rare public apology, stating the app was deeply offensive and should have never passed the review process. Developed by the Zizek studio Dynamic Dust, the game was a parody of Talking Tom the cat. Instead of taking care of a pet, you interacted with Charlie, a harmless, intentionally annoying raw steak. It was marketed as a stress reliever, where players could physically torture Charlie using kitchen hazards, hot sauce, meat tenderizer, knives, blowtorches, and explosives. That's a lot. As players leveled up, the animations progressed from goofy reactions to over-the-top cartoonish gore, such as ripping out his teeth with pliers. The game had quietly vanished from the Apple App Store, which sparked the online urban legend that it had been globally banned in multiple countries due to disturbing imagery, extreme violence, or cruelty. However, this rumor was completely false. The developers officially confirmed that the company simply shut down and stopped updating the software. Apple eventually scrubbed it from the App Store solely because it was a 32-bit application that did not meet modern 64-bit technical requirements. Alright guys, this is going to mark the end of the video, but before we leave, I just wanted to say thank you so much for the almost 400 views or something close to that on my first video on this account. As I said, there will be way more, and have a good night or day, and God bless you.